Welcome into DRF Daily, DRF Sportsbooks betting live stream coming at you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, sometimes Monday. We try to do it whenever there is football on. We bring you DRF Daily, breaking down that day's slate of games using DRF Sports Pro data to give you the best edge in your sports betting. We had a 1-2 day on Saturday. Wasn't great. We had a pretty solid Friday, though. But we're back here on Monday. We're breaking down today's NFC West Battle on ESPN tonight. Kick is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. The 49ers and the Rams square off. Stafford, Garoppolo. Should be a good game. 49ers coming off an abysmal 11-10 loss last week against the Broncos. Rams coming off of a win against the Cardinals in Arizona. So we should have a really solid game on our hands tonight. Before we break down that game and two player props I'm targeting, just want to let you all know that if you're in Iowa, you can bet all of the lines that we talk about on DRF Sportsbook. That's ia.drf.com if you're on desktop, or if you like using Google Chrome or Safari or whatever your internet provider, internet browser choice is on your phone, on your smartphone. You can also download the DRF Sportsbook app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Fantastic interface. We're bringing you everything we possibly can. We're Iowa's only local sportsbook. So if you're in Iowa, check us out, bet with us, see if you like us. A lot of awesome promos, specials, odds boosts coming at you every single day. A lot on the line for tonight as well. You can also sign up for free to get all of this data and then some with drf.com/sports. DRF Sports Pro is the industry's leading betting data, angles, line movements, everything you need. We have it all on drf.com/sports. So you want to head on over there, click the button, click the login, create account button in the top right. And you can get signed up for free and get access to all of our free game previews that we have each and every week. And when you sign up, you get added to our newsletter list. You can unsubscribe at any point, but I don't know why you would, because we're giving out free picks. We're giving out free money. It's been hitting like crazy as of late. It comes out every Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So you do not want to miss out on that. And of course, we have DRF Cash Grab, our free-to-play sports predictor app that gives you free money.
Introducing the DRF Cash Grab app, the super easy, free-to-play sports predictor game from a name you know and trust, the Daily Racing Form. Use your sports knowledge to predict the winners, and you could score thousands of dollars in cash prizes. Pro football, college football, pro basketball, college basketball, hockey, soccer, boxing, baseball, and more. Compete against others for a spot on the monthly leaderboard. Download the DRF Cash Grab app and play today.
Awesome stuff from our friends over at DRF Cash Grab. And now with all of that out of the way, it's time to break down today's Rams 49ers Monday night showdown, a battle of the NFC West. Rams come into this one 2-1. They got blown out, as we all remember, 31-10 opening Thursday night against the Buffalo Bills. Since then, they've rattled off 2 straight wins, but they have failed to cover 2 of their 3 games this season. 1-2 against the spread. They're 2-point road dogs tonight as they go into San Francisco, I guess Santa Clara, and take on the 49ers. 49ers come into this one 1-2. Their one win was over the Seahawks, and they lost last week by 1 point in an absolute ugly game against the Denver Broncos, and they lost week 1 as well to the Chicago Bears. 49ers, it's been well documented, without Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, who was on the trade block, who's trying to find a new team this offseason. He's back as the starter after he restructured his deal. There seems to be a little bit of drama between Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G. Seems like there was some animosity pent up between the two of them last week. Jimmy G may have mouthed something like, "You can't call plays," or "Your plays suck." And there might be something there, might be something to keep an eye on here tonight. But I'm not going to let all that off-field drama impact what my pick is going to be tonight. The 49ers are still a Super Bowl contender. They have one of, if not the best defense in the entire league. 49ers average just 16 points per game, yet they have a +4 point differential on the year. One of the worst offenses in terms of points per game in the nation, in the NFL. But their defense holds opponents to just 12 points per game, so they still have a +4 point differential. You look on the other side of the football, The LA Rams have a negative point differential despite scoring roughly 20 points per game, which is inflated after they only scored 10 points in week 1. It's a small sample. Rams score 20 points per game, and their defense, which is thought to be a really solid defense in this league, allows 23 points per game. It's going to be a really interesting matchup as Matthew Stafford, his number one target is Cooper Kupp, and I don't know how many other options the Rams have outside of Cooper Kupp, and I fully expect the San Francisco 49ers to be able to lock up Kupp and keep Stafford's number one option under wraps for a majority of this game. 49ers have had a lot of success as of late against this Rams team as well. At home since 2020, 49ers are 2-0 straight up and against the spread. And over their last 5 meetings, 49ers are undefeated against the spread against the Los Angeles Rams. There is something going in the favor of the Rams, though, and I think it's worth mentioning. Sean McVay is 12-2 against the spread after failing to cover 2 of their last 3. And like I said, they failed to cover week 1 and week 2, covered last week against the Cardinals. So they come into this one failing to cover 2 of their last 3, and McVay is pretty solid doing that. But then on the flip side, you look at the 49ers. 49ers are 24-7 against the spread since 1992 when coming off of a road loss. So there's things going in both of their favors, and that's why when it's stuff like this, I tend to look at what our power line tells us. Our power line's given us San Francisco -5. The line has dropped just a bit to the 49ers -1.5. It was 49ers -2. I'm not joking with you, 10 minutes ago. But now we're going to go with 49ers at -5 is still what the power line has given us. Both of our game simulators like the 49ers to win. Estimate number 2 likes them to win by 4. Estimate number 1 likes them to win by 3. Either way, they're covering the spread at -1.5. Let's see what the line movements have saying and what the public are doing in this one. 51% of the public is on the Rams at 51%. Just 49% of the public are on the 49ers. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Despite the San Francisco offense not being great, despite Jimmy Garoppolo being QB number 2, and he really didn't have an offseason of work at all, I think now in his second start of the season, his third real game action, Jimmy G will take that necessary step, and this offense will look a lot better. I think this defense is still the best, one of the best in the NFL. I mean, heck, they allow 5.5 yards per attempt, which is 5th best in the NFL, only 148 pass yards per game, and they've only allowed 2 passing touchdowns with 3 interceptions. They're a complete lockdown defense, really solid, and that's why I'm going San Francisco -1.5 in this game. Look, the 49ers, the power line all over San Francisco. I think after a week of some trials and tribulations within that front office, within the coaching staff and the QB room with the 49ers, I think the 49ers bounce back here. Everyone's on the Rams. I mean, not everyone, but 51% of the public is on the Rams. And I just don't have faith that the Rams can break through this 49ers defense. So give me 49ers -1.5, -2, depending on your book. And that takes me perfectly into Matthew Stafford over under 249.5 pass yards. Like I said, I don't know if the Rams will be able to break through against this 49ers stout defense. And that's why I'm going Matthew Stafford under pass yards. In his career, Stafford has faced off against San Francisco 6 times. He's gone over 250 yards 3 times, so he's batting 50%. And at this number, that's about what you want. So maybe, but this season he's gone over 250 yards once, so solid, 33% of the time. But it was against the Falcons, against a good defense and a banged-up defense in the Bills. Even week 1, the Bills' defense was banged up, and it's only gotten worse for Buffalo. He couldn't go over 250, and last week against the Cardinals, probably because they were running it more and they were dominating that game, but he didn't go over 250 in that one either. So I'm going Matthew Stafford under 250 yards. He'll probably get 200 plus, and I think I said this last week on our Monday night breakdown. I think we'll be sweating this game plenty. I think we'll be sweating this prop in particular plenty, but I don't know if the big plays will be there for Stafford to rack up enough yards to get over that 250 mark. He'll get close, but I don't think the Rams offense will be able to break through against this 49ers defense. Also, if you could find this prop out there, DRF Sportsbook doesn't have it live yet. We might have it closer to the game, But if you can get a prop on Stafford to throw an interception, I would take that as well. I was looking everywhere for it. Stafford's thrown 5 interceptions this season. He didn't throw any last week, but he threw 3 week 1, 2 week 2. I'm all over Stafford to throw an interception tonight against one of the best defenses in the league. And of course, we got to go Jimmy G, his passing prop. Didn't really like any of the other props for tonight's game, but I love the 2 for the quarterbacks. I'm going over 223.5 pass yards for Jimmy G. I think he can throw 224 pass yards or more. He averages 7.3 yards per attempt, and this is a Rams defense that allows 6.6 yards per attempt. That's about middle of the pack, so this Rams secondary is not stout. We've seen Jalen Ramsey get burned a few times this season. I think he'll get burned once or twice again tonight. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. This 49ers kind of receiving core, a little bit dangerous, and I think last week was the outlier. That 11-10 game against the Broncos, you don't typically see NFL offenses struggle like that in back-to-back weeks if they're a team of the 49ers caliber, which I believe the 49ers are one of the top third teams in the nation, in the NFL. But with 7.3 yards per attempt for Jimmy G to get to 224 pass yards, he does need to have at least 30 pass attempts. He's done that 7 times last season. He hasn't done it so far this year, but he's only had 1 start, and in that 1 start, he had 29 pass attempts. So I think Jimmy G, I think this is going to be a close game. I think the 49ers cover -2, and I think Garoppolo will be forced to throw a little bit. I think he'll get around those 30 pass attempts, and I think the 49ers are going to win this game, and I think Jimmy G will be a big reason for that. So that's our breakdown of today's games. We have a nice game pick. We have 2 fantastic player props that I'm hype on. Real quick before we get up on out of here, here's the recap on the 49ers as a favorite. 49% of the public on the 49ers. We're one of those percents. We're one of those 49%, folks. 49ers -2 against the Rams. Don't think Stafford will be able to break through passing-wise against this 49ers defense, so I'm going under 249.5 pass yards. I'm going over Jimmy Garoppolo, 223 pass yards. So for DRF Daily, my name's Jack Fitzpatrick. We'll see you guys on Thursday with Thursday Night Football. A lot of great stuff. In the meantime, subscribe to us on YouTube, DRF Sportsbook. Follow us on Twitter at DRF Sportsbook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. We're the same at DRF Sportsbook. We hope to see you guys again soon. Until then, may your Monday night be profitable. You may have to fade me because I haven't been too great, but I'm feeling confident tonight, folks. See ya.